Hello and welcome back. In the last section, we looked at implementing the rate limiting feature for our application, and especially for one of the APIs, we got it working as well. And the next thing we want to do is go ahead and check in those changes into our GitHub repo and follow up on the CI/CD process, the continuous integration and deployment process. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to head over back to our terminal here, and right now we are under the API_cafe project. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and say git status, and it should give me the list of changes here. Okay, and the important thing though is you want to take a quick diff of the index.js because we need to set the proxy here. Okay, yeah, there we go. And I don't think we need this. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and get rid of that. So I'm going to head over back to API_cafe project. Okay, and inside of Git, let's get rid of this. Inside of index.js, let's get rid of this. Okay, super. And hopefully that's gonna be okay here. No, shouldn't be any surprises. Yeah, it's looking good. Super. Okay, maybe we can just do a quick get here as well, just to make sure it's not impacting in any way. Yeah, there we go. It's increasing here at the timing by 500 seconds with each request. Yeah, it's working fine right now. So I've essentially sent down 3 requests here. Okay, and if I go here, I should be getting a 500 seconds added here. So I have another 2 requests remaining. Okay, and if I go take that up, and that's going to introduce another 500 milliseconds delay. If I go for the last one, and that's going to introduce another 500 milliseconds, and right now it says remaining is 0. If I go ahead and click it, I get 429 2-minute requests. Okay, as expected. Super. So what we're going to do now is go back to our window here and quickly do a diff. Yeah, I think that's gone. Then I'm going to go ahead and clear screen. Use my push to git script here. I'm going to say rate limit and speed limit. Implementation. Yeah, I don't know which branch we were on. Okay, we may have to do a git status again. Yeah, this is the one. Alright, it should be 16 then. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and copy this bit. Alright, and I'm going to say 16.0 hyphen. This is going to be rate limiting, or we can say API rate limits. API rate hyphen limit. Okay. Alright, so we should be good here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and press enter, and it should make its way up. Yeah, I think that's made its way up. Let me go ahead and check that here. Okay, I'm on the GitHub site, and right now it is able to identify or detect those changes that I've just done, and it says, there is a new branch here. Let me go ahead and compare and do a pull request. Okay, and it says able to merge. I'm going to go ahead and create a pull request. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and merge the pull request. Yeah, it's merged, and let's see what's happening here. We should soon get a message here right now. Yeah, it's built in progress. Okay, super. In the meantime, what we're going to do though is go back to our FE project. Alright, and do a git status quickly. Let's go ahead and add this stuff in here. Okay, the last I think section or so I advocated checking out the master. We'll not go ahead and do that because it's just going to be causing confusion, because all along we've followed this process. We'll go ahead and continue to do this. Okay, so I'm going to say push to git, and I'm going to say these are mostly UI fixes that we did here. Okay, UI fixes, and I'm going to say this is going to be a branch. I'm just going to say 18.1. I'm not going to essentially make it 19.0 because we're not essentially checking in any changes, right? So in terms of a full-blown feature, it's mostly a UI related bug fix, right? So I'm going to say UI bug hyphen fix. Okay, alright, so let's go ahead and push this in. Okay, it should make its way up, and in the meantime I'll just check if we have this in here right now. It's deployed, and if I do an open app here, it should give me a hello, yeah, welcome to Indie Cafe. There you go. Yeah, so that's up and running, and we have to do a similar thing here right now. Okay, let's head over back to our FE_Indie Cafe project, and in here we should be able to see the new branch. Yep, there we go. Let's go ahead and do a compare pull request, and I'm going to go ahead and create a pull request, and this is going to take a little bit of time in terms of allowing us to, yeah, I think we'll allow that to complete. In the meantime, yeah, we'll just take a pause here, okay? In the meantime, what we're going to do though is test the API that is deployed on our Heroku app. So this is my categories call, and I'm pointing to the Heroku instance here. Okay, let's go ahead and give it a shot. Okay, I've already done this a couple of times, so you might get some interesting result here. Right now, it's saying we have a new window and we have a rate limit of 10, and this is the first request, and we have another 9 remaining. Okay, let's quickly go ahead and do this, because otherwise we'll lose that window. Okay, I'm going to say go ahead and do this. Yeah, I'm already seeing that message here right now. Okay, there we go. It's adding up 500 milliseconds every time I call it. Yeah, 2122 right now. And if I go another once, it's 2269, 3139. Okay, and yeah, it's going to add another 500 milliseconds there. Yeah, 1426. Rate limiting. Okay, I think it's, yeah, so I see that here. Okay, let me go ahead and, yeah, now we're getting 429. Okay, super. So this is working fine right now. What we can do though is go back to our stuff in here. We got a clean build, and I'm going to go ahead and merge the request, confirm merge. Yep, that's merged, and I'm going to head over here and look at my deploys on Netlify. Okay, I should soon be seeing it building here, and we'll come back when it gets published. Alright, so this is finally published here. I'm going to go open the app URL here. This should essentially present us a landing page right now. And what I'm going to do though, I'm going to essentially go ahead and reload here. Okay, let me open my inspect tabs as well. And I'm going to say right click here, empty cache and hard reload. Okay, and that way I will start from a clean slate, because I don't want the previous cookies and other settings to be playing a role here. And I'm going to head over to my network tab right here. Okay, super. And I'm going to head over here right now. Okay, in fact, I'm going to make this a little high so that I get to see the traffic much better. Yeah, much better view of the traffic here, the API traffic. Click on this one. Yeah, that's the categories, and if I look here right now, I am seeing the rate limiting headers. Okay, so it says, you know, I have the remaining limit is 9, and this is the total limit is 10. The reset happens after so many seconds. Okay, all right. So, but the thing is, if I go ahead and resubmit this, let's say I replay this, and this is the new one, it doesn't send that to the server, because if you look at it, the previous request had a response header of cache control. Okay, so this is going to be valid for 1 day, and essentially we're not going to make any requests to our servers until the next day. Okay, and that is the thing, and that's what it's actually saying here as well. If you want to essentially see the request headers, you want to disable the cache and then resubmit the request. Okay, that's all that it's saying. What this means is that the rate limiting comes into play when we are essentially, let's say, calling that from another program or a process which is not necessarily a browser-based process. Okay, it's a machine-to-machine interaction, right? Where, you know, the browser doesn't necessarily cache the responses and stuff like that, right? So, like we saw here in our client, right, where the cache headers may have no impact whatsoever. Okay, if you look here right now, if I go resend this, I do get this, but whenever I resend it, I never make use of this, right? So I still make a fresh request. Yeah, okay, and that is the idea. Okay, and also recall this is actually coming via something here, and I think it should also be sending some server. I don't see the server part here. Okay, the server probably is related to Netlify. Okay, so if you look here right now, yeah, the server is Netlify. If you call it directly, Netlify doesn't come in a picture at all, right? It's probably some intermediate server, I'm thinking. Okay, probably that is maintained by Heroku. Okay, super. So we have got this all covered right now, and I think that's all that we wanted to cover here, especially in this particular scenario. And let's see if I go in here and then sign in. I want to check the part where we made the changes for our slider. Okay, yeah, I'm signed in as Jane. I'm going to go ahead and add some products in here, and I want to add another one. Okay, let's go to cart. So we have 3 items right now. Okay, and if I go to, let's say, the responsive mode, the mobile mode, let's see how it looks like on an iPhone here. Okay, I'm gonna slide down here. Yes, we are getting the slider. Super. And yeah, we're able to see the images here. Excellent. They're all loading perfectly fine, right? Pretty dynamic. Alright, it looks like we have all this under control right now. Yeah, this is also bang in the middle of the center. Let's take a pause here and come back and then continue to work on the next set of activities. Okay? Alright.